is Thursday, January the 21st. I am your host, Casey Phoenix, and this is my daily thought. All right, I want to get this off my chest first. I want to say to all of my listeners, thank you for just listening to the podcast. I sincerely appreciate it because I do this stuff. It's for fun, of course. There isn't a whole lot of money in it. you know, um, there could be, but even if there wasn't, it's just me getting in front of the camera and recording and doing this and talking about things. And for people to take time out of their day just to listen to what I have to say, I'm very, very thankful for that. And I appreciate all of you for taking the time to listen to me, whether you're listening on Spotify or Anchor or Google Play or Apple or iHeartRadio or whatever you're listening to me on. Thank you for that. I wanted to say that first. I'm in the midst of working on some of the stuff that I mentioned before, because over the next few months, I want to keep on adding more stuff to this show. I want to keep on bringing in more things because I want to keep the show fresh. There's only but so much lifestyle in the terms of positivity, self-improvement, all that stuff you can talk about. So I definitely want to bring in other things. And obviously I have the sports, I have the wacky news weekends, I have the tarot card readings now, which I love. I love that tarot card readings are now part of the show. And I love the movie recommendations as well. I enjoy doing my movie recommendation for Challenger, the Lady Ninja this past weekend. And it's still one of my favorite movies. I'll actually probably end up watching it this weekend, more than likely. So yeah, I enjoy all of the stuff that currently makes up the Keeping It Real with KC show. And with the Daily Thought, which is the supplement to the Keeping It Real with KC show, which I do during the week, I enjoy doing it. But as I said before, I want to continue bringing more stuff. And also, I just want people to really know that I'm very, very thankful for your ears, or anytime you give me your ears, or anytime you give me your eyes, anytime you give me your time, I'm thankful. And I just wanted to make sure that was clear before I start this episode, which isn't going to be that long. It really, really isn't. It's kind of crazy because I told you I was going to do something health related today. And this just so happened to be the thing that was on my mind. So yeah, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. Of course, YouTube, Daily Motion, hit the subscribe button, followed by the notification bell for YouTube. That'll let you know when I upload new videos. Facebook.com/KIRWKC. Instagram, KIRWKC. Upload episodes on IGTV as well. Twitter, KIRWKC. All right, got that stuff out the way. Now, when it comes to health, one thing that I think has been, I say my saving grace, which obviously God, the universe, goddess, the energy, the source, whatever you personally want to call it, Allah, it doesn't matter. The one thing in addition to God, the universe, that has been my saving grace in my eyes has been water. Water, I knew that water was good for you. I knew some of the health benefits of water. And I decided to look up the health benefits of water just to see if there was anything that I missed. And for the most part, I was right. And when I talk about water, some people, like over the years I've talked to people, it always shocks me. But then again, we're all individuals. It always shocks me when people are like, water doesn't have any taste. And for me, I think water tastes amazing. I love the taste of water. So that goes to show to each his own. But yeah, I know, like one girl who I call my little sister, she hasn't really been a water drinker. She she just now, maybe a year or so ago, started getting into water. And then other people who I've met throughout the years, they've never really been water drinkers. They're like, no, I have to have a soda, or I have to have, juice, or something, or I have to put something in the water to give it flavor and do that. For me, my thing is just purified water. I just love purified water. I have bottles and bottles. I have a thing, as a matter of fact, for those who are watching, I got this thing right here. This is full of empty bottles of water, which I'm going to take downstairs later on. But yeah, I drink 6 to 7 bottles of water a day. And now, doing this episode, when I was getting ready for it, I was like, you know what? I might need to change how I consume water, because usually I don't consume water until later in the day, around about 10 or 11 a.m., when really I should be consuming it at least 2 to 3 bottles before 10 a.m. or right at. So yeah, one of the things, and some people don't know this, so I'm going to bring it up. One of the benefits of water, obviously, it helps your physical performance. Also, it helps your brain function, because your brain is surrounded by water. That's what cushions your brain. So, and also it can help if you find yourself getting headaches in the morning, like you get headaches a lot, and not just in the morning, but headaches, period. Sometimes water can help. You could be dehydrated. Being dehydrated can cause headaches. It could be other things. And again, I'm not a medical professional. If you obviously you have to talk to your doctor and work all that information out. I'm just saying that one of the things that researchers and doctors have said is that when they've ran studies on people who have headaches or migraines, one of the issues that came up was that the people were dehydrated and they were not getting enough water. And after they changed how much water they consumed, the headaches were not as bad or as often for some people. Like I said, not for everybody, but for some of them, the water actually helped them too. So yeah, the other thing with water, it helps you with your movements, whether you movements in the morning or whenever you go to the bathroom. And by movements, you know what I'm talking about. It helps with that. If for people who have issues with their movement internally going to the bathroom, in other words, constipated, then it's a possibility they may be dehydrated. They may not be consuming enough water, because if you're not consuming enough water, there isn't enough fluid within your body to lubricate your intestines to get everything out and do that. So if you add water to your diet, it definitely helps. And then one particular water that's really good for constipation, so they say, is mineral water. They say that's really good. Also, it's good for treating kidney stones, which I'm sure you've heard of before. So yeah, because it flushes out your kidneys as you go. Now, this one I did not know about. Water helps you with hangovers. I knew, which I don't drink anymore because I don't like the taste of alcohol, because, our taste changes as we get older, but I don't like the taste of alcohol. But I knew that drinking alcohol dehydrates you, it dries you out. But I didn't know that if you mix the water in, like if you're taking a sip of whatever you're drinking, and then you add water into your consumption a little bit later, like you take a sip of whatever you're drinking, then maybe 10 minutes later you drink a little bit of water, and then rotate, and do it like that, and then drink a good bit of water in the morning, more than likely it will help your hangover, is what water will do, because it helps get you hydrated again, so your body isn't like having an feeling. So that was one thing I didn't know. One thing I did know, yes, it helps with weight loss, because obviously it's gonna if you take in water, the more water you take in, it can boost your metabolism rate. Now, don't go overboard. Don't go trying to drink 2, 3, 4, 5 gallons of water because it's not healthy. And I forgot what it is off the top of my head. And if you're listening to this, obviously you have access to the internet. You can search what is the maximum amount of water to take in every day. I think because for my doctor, she had told me she didn't want me drinking any more than 6 or 7 bottles. And I had been drinking 8. I didn't have any issues, but I had been drinking eight bottles of water a day. I went to 6. I'm thinking about going back to 7, is what I'm thinking about. I'm kind of on the fence because I want to make sure everything is good for me. But I've been on my water kick for a while. The only thing, and if you listen to the show, the only thing I drink outside of water is usually 100% straight cranberry juice. I don't do any of the sweeteners or anything like that because I don't like the taste of it. I like the sour, the bitterness. I like that taste for the cranberry juice. And it's healthier for you anyway. So I do the 100% cranberry juice and then I drink flaxseed milk. And then also, I mix up my water and some lemon juice sometime and I do that as well. Outside of that, that's most of the stuff I really drink when it comes to beverages. I don't really venture outside of that. It's rare. Something else. I seen something else and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. I already told you about the brain. Also, water lubricates your joints. If you're having joint issues, if you're dehydrated, then when it comes to shock absorption, if you're dehydrated, the shock absorption won't be good. So your joints might hurt more with your knees and things like that. So make sure that you're getting enough water for that. Another thing is that it moves oxygen throughout your body because blood is more than 90% water. Blood carries oxygen through parts of your body. So that's another thing. One thing I did not know was that it affects your blood pressure, but in a different way. I knew it can affect your blood pressure because when you go to the bathroom and it is actually lowering your blood pressure. If you've ever noticed that when you go somewhere cold, like let's say you're in a classroom or you're at work or something like that, and you notice like, wow, I'm really going to the bathroom a lot today. That's because your nerves, your blood vessels are contracting and shrinking. And because they're doing that, it's raising the pressure in your body. And your body's like, okay, this is too much pressure. I got to do something. And in order to relieve pressure, your body forces you to go to the bathroom because when you go to the bathroom, it relieves pressure within your body, which affects your blood pressure and brings the pressure in your body down. Also, for this part that I didn't know, is that your blood, if it becomes thick, that can affect your blood pressure too. I didn't know that. So water is needed to keep your blood from becoming thick and keep that, because if your blood becomes thick, that increases your blood pressure. If your blood is regular, then your blood pressure will more than likely be stabilized, is what it would be. So these are it's little things that are interesting. Also the airways, it's saying the airways needed. When you're dehydrated, if you have asthma or any type of allergies, it can make it worse if you're dehydrated. So if you have asthma or any other allergies, make sure you're getting your water. Make sure you're getting your water. Obviously, it prevents kidney damage too, because kidneys regulate the fluid in your body. If you don't have enough water, it can lead to kidney stones and other things, and that can, of course, lead to damage. So you want to keep that good. I'm trying to think what else. I thought there was something else too. Obviously, it helps with saliva and things of that nature in your mouth. You don't want dry mouth. You don't want to be dehydrated. So you want to make sure that you're constantly consuming water. So that's why I say outside of the the source, the universe, God, you can say water has been my saving grace, is what I believe. I believe, and don't get me wrong, I've had issues because you know about the mono and stuff. But I've also seen other people have issues in their life, health issues. And I haven't had anywhere near the issues that some people my age or younger have had. And some of those issues possibly could have been prevented from drinking more water in doing that. So that's why my daily thought, drink your water. Drink your water. And if you do it, it's going to become second nature. And eventually you might actually develop a taste for it, because I don't care what people say. Water has a taste to it. It tastes refreshing to me. That's just my opinion. It tastes refreshing to me. But anyways, drink your water. So that's all I have for my daily thought. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. Thank you again to everyone for your support. Looking forward to doing the sports news this weekend. I don't know if I'm uploading the episode Saturday or Sunday. I'm aiming for Saturday, but don't hold me to that. My goal is to aim for Saturday to upload the sports episode. And then tomorrow it'll just be another daily thought. As long as we see tomorrow, I don't take any day for granted. But anyways, again, thank you. Until next time, be blessed.